like somebody's being exposed, and there's somebody from building across from me. You hear that? You hear that? I want to try to record this shit. And then my upstairs neighbors is going crazy too. God forgive me. God forgive me, really. God really does know my heart. But I hope this bitch suffers. And I hope this person does not survive. I really hope he doesn't. Because whatever he's trying to send me is fucking torturing his ass right now. Something torturing him. And then when I went to go look out the window, there was the lady with the dog outside started talking. She ran. So, and she's a part of it too. She got nervous. So she's the one that's connected to it. It's probably that person, whoever got that Rockweiler, that's the person. Because I'm guessing she had to leave the apartment. She was going through something. Yeah. That motherfucker sound like he being haunted, tormented, and tortured by something crazy. And I was sitting here, I was watching a reading. My company left. I had company. They left. That person left. And I started watching a reading. And I'm watching a reading. And I hear the kids upstairs going crazy. And then I hear the upstairs neighbors doing some stomping too, going crazy. And then all of a sudden, I hear wailing. Then somebody leaves the apartment that is next to my next door neighbor, which stopped him from going crazy because he was going crazy. But the door neighbor, whoever left her apartment, stopped the upstairs neighbor from doing whatever he was doing. And then all of a sudden, I hear wailing. And I'm like, is that upstairs? And I'm like, nah, that's not from upstairs. That's not from upstairs. In the window, I'm like, that's in the cross. And that sounds like that sounds like what my neighbor was just doing. He was wailing upstairs and making noise. Stomping. Maybe he's the one that said it. Maybe he's the one that did it to him. He was doing something upstairs. That one up there started wailing. So, first started with my upstairs neighbors. Then the guy up outside in the other building across. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light attribute only. The wailing man. We're going to call him the wailing man. Does the wailing man have anything to do with a part of what has been going on with me in this community? That's it. He's saying yes. Was he being haunted This shit is swinging even more harder. Yeah. Let's see. Does my upstairs neighbor have anything to do with why he's being haunted? Was my upstairs neighbor being haunted too? My upstairs neighbor was being haunted too right before the guy. So both of them was being haunted. First, it came from my upstairs neighbor, and then it went to the other guy. But my upstairs neighbor was trying to cleanse it out his energy. My upstairs neighbor was doing something to get whatever was in his house out. But he got interrupted because somebody in the next apartment came out. Left the apartment. It disturbed whatever was going on with the upstairs neighbors. It disturbed whatever was going on with him. And it went straight to somebody else. Literally, right after. I'm not, like, I swear to God, my upstairs neighbor was making noise, doing all types of shit, stomping all fucking hard, trying to blend in with the kids that was making noise, because the kids were stomping and yelling. So they were trying to blend in with the kids that was making noise. But he was doing it too much. He was making noise. He was going, he was speaking and all that. And then whoever was in the apartment next door, her company, is a female. I know who it is. They left her apartment, and it disrupted my upstairs neighbor from being haunted. Which then, whatever was haunting my upstairs neighbor went to the other person that's on the other side. Because after that, that's when the wailing started. Right after. My upstairs neighbor got quiet and stopped moving. There was no movement, and it was quietness. Right after he was just making a bunch of noise and stomping. And then the wailing started. I was like, is that my upstairs neighbor? Because it sounded like him. Nope. Then I go to the window, I open it, I see the lady with her dog. The dog is barking. She's trying to tell the dog to be quiet. And then I'm listening. She's closing the gate. And then I said, aha. I was like, aha. That's who's sending me the shit, huh? You being haunted. And then the lady, she looked up and then she got scared and she ran. Like, she walked away. I was like, you a part of it too. Everybody getting exposed. No, be sorry for me. They getting exposed over here. They getting exposed. They getting exposed. So I love it. Don't be sorry for me. Look, now my upstairs neighbors is going crazy. They incriminating themselves. So I don't care. So now they're gonna come harass me now. You sure you want to do that after what just happened? Y'all literally just getting haunted. And they're gonna go again. They're gonna try to fuck with me again. They're gonna try to do the spell work again. Wow. 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 Wow, these people are crazy. They not even people. I gotta keep reminding myself that they not people no more. These is demons running these people. They're puppets for demons. Because if there was any human still left inside, they would stop. But they not. They are controlled by a demonic energy. Completely. Especially if they're willing to incriminate themselves while I'm on live. That's crazy. That's how you know these people are possessed. Yes, they are. Just out of curiosity, do y'all hear that? I want to make sure I'm not recording for no reason. Loco in the cabeza. Collective. These people, well, let me call it the people. These things, these things around me they going insane. They going. Man, that motherfucker was wailing like life was being taken from him. God forgive me, but they were trying to take my life. So it's like an eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? You sending what you sending is gonna go right back to you. Or whatever you sending is gonna go back to you. So you were trying to torment and torture. You were trying to call me pain. I don't know if anybody was here from the beginning hearing the wailing. But I'm going to post it anyway. I recorded a little bit. So I'm going to upload it. But no, I'm talking about in the beginning of this video. The beginning of the video, not when I started. The man was wailing like if he was in agony. And I guess that's what they was trying to send to me. Agony and pain. Torment and torture. Look, sirens, confirmation. That's what they was trying to send. Because that fucking motherfucker outside. All I'm going to say, let me see, where's my pendulum? Is this entire community involved? No. The entire community is not involved. So, the person that lives in the other building, is he this religious figure? Is he the person that be singing with the church outside with the church music? That's that religious figure? It's saying yeah. Somebody's coffee, they choking. Are my upstairs neighbor and the wailing man connected? The upstairs neighbor and the wailing man are connected. Yo, that nigga was like, ah! Yo, I swear to God, that's what he sound like. Ah! He wailing. That's how he sound. I don't know, God forgive me, but that made me feel good. That made me feel good. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry, God. It's not a celebration, but it made me feel good that he was being fucking hot. That he's being good for this motherfucker. Good. Payback is a bitch. Karma's a bitch. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. And these people were hiding. And they being exposed. I still don't know who you are, but everybody else knows who you are. And that's what matters. I may not know who you are still, but now everybody else knows you are a wicked man. That's your neighbor. Everybody got one. Now you know. You got a wicked neighbor that practices witchcraft and calls on demons. You better pray. If you live next to that man and that family or that couple, you better pray over your fucking life. If you are not a part of it, you better pray. I'm telling you, better pray. Like your life depends on it. Because your life does depend on it. I'm trying to get my voice better, and it's like, I gotta yell. My upstairs neighbor right now is trying to do a spell. He's in the kitchen, trying to do some kitchen magic with the water, because he got the faucet running. Yeah, he's doing some stomping in the kitchen. Oh, baby, that shit is going to return automatically. I ain't worried about that. What seems to have no end is now completed. Yeah, look at it right there. Anubis right there, baby. Yeah, Anubis is coming. Yeah. That's how you know they nervous, they scared. Especially my upstairs neighbor right now. This bitch upstairs is fucking petrified right now. He's trying to do some type of spell or something. This bitch is scared right now. When I say scared, he is petrified. He could try that little kitchen magic all he want, but it ain't gonna work. So, collective, I don't know why these people. I got the feathers too. I got feathers behind. I got feathers in my cup behind the little statue figurine. I got an eagle. with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 eyes over here. An eagle or a phoenix, however you want to look at it. I got a lot of little things over here on this side on my table that I didn't even really notice that will represent an energy. I'm not a type of person that calls on specific energies. I'm just now figuring out that there's a lot of symbolism that I have that represent a lot of different energies, like God and goddesses. And the statue of Anubis, I like it because I like it. It's cute. That's really why I got it. I was like, oh, that's cute. I was looking for a Basset. I was looking for a Basset statue. But then I saw that one. And I told my son to get me whatever statue he wanted. Whatever Egyptian. I told my son to get me whatever Egyptian statue that he wanted to. And that's the one he chose. So I let him pick it for me. But upstairs neighbor is about to go ham. He's about to go crazy. And baby, he's about to be, they all about to be met with a great force. I just heard trying to cause an accident. They were doing spell work to try to cause an accident for the person that left my house. Is that what they were doing? Agony, torment, and torture. Were they doing spell work to try to cause some type of accident? Because that's what I heard. Some accident to the person that left my house. It's saying yes. So they were sending some type of tragedy, accident, car accident energy to the person that left my house. Is that so? Yeah? And then they're gonna, oh, hold on. I'm getting downloads, literally. They were trying to cause an accident for him to get in an accident, and then they were going to blame it on me, saying that I do spell work, that I caused the accident. Do spell work? Is that what they were going to say? Is that what they were going to say? That they want to cause an accident and try to blame his death or something on me when it comes to him? Okay, so I see. So they're unable to get to me, right? So they're trying to get to the person that's closest to me. So they're making him sick. They're causing him car issues because this is things that's what's happening. They have him sick. They did a hit and run to him. They try to hit and then run off. And I know it was one of these people. His car don't work like that. It's fucked up. His vehicle. There have been plenty of times that I was in the car with him that we have almost got into a fender bender. Almost. So they're trying to cause the accident either to me while I'm in the car with him or to him when he's alone. And then if they cause the accident to him alone, they're going to try to blame it on me. And accuse me. Say that I do black magic, spell work, witchcraft. When it's been there's been them all along that has been doing it. They could have put a policy insurance on both of us. They were trying to cause both of our deaths. They were projecting somebody's health problems on the person that I'm the person that's close to me. They were projecting, they were sending whoever has health problems, breathing problems, health problems. They were sending their health problems to me and him. And the person that the person that has the problem, they have breathing problems. Whoever the person that's unhealthy has breathing problems. I just heard respiratory failure. They're going to have respiratory failure. Chronic asthma. Chain smoker. I'm telling you, my upstairs neighbors is up to no good. Dog barking for confirmation that they up to no good. Anubis. It's fucking 10:30 and there's a bird chirping. It's 10:30. There's a bird chirping. Most birds don't chirp at night. Unless it's a house pet. Dogs barking, birds chirping. Confirmation belch. Just a quick question. Can you hear that? Are you able to hear any of that that's going on? That's how you know they lost their mind. They fucking bugged in there. I'm glad I'm recording this. My upstairs neighbors is doing something and now there's a little kid screaming. Now the kids is about to act crazy. The upstairs neighbors was just doing something. Now somebody's kids is acting crazy. Let me repeat this again. My upstairs neighbors are doing something. They doing spell work. And then all of a sudden, the little kid is screaming and about to go crazy. I'll make sure I repeat that. I want to laugh. Lord have mercy. I want to laugh so bad. They make me laugh. But it's not funny. This shit is sad. These people better protect their babies. I hope these people are praying over their babies. I'm sorry, I have to pray there for a second for these kids. One thing that was sad about this is that these people will harm anything, everything, and anything. It don't matter. It could be a child, it could be a feminine, it could be an old lady, an old person. It don't matter who they are. It don't matter what you are. If they feel that they have the power to hurt you, they're gonna try. It's sad. It's sad. Hey, Lord have mercy. They don't even understand. That shit is gonna have a fatal ending for these people. It's gonna be over like Hova. These people are shortening their life. They are calling on death to their life. They have no idea what they are doing. And then they laugh. They laugh, but they were just being haunted. He was just trying to cleanse himself from whatever the fuck was in his house, right? He was battling something upstairs. And he's laughing. This shit's gonna happen again. What's so funny? Nigga, you being haunted by the same shit that you calling on. And you're laughing. You find that funny? You like to play with your demons? Your demons is fucking you up and you're laughing about it. Okay. It's like, it's not hitting where it's hitting. Because if you're trying to hit me, it ain't coming to me. Obviously, you can see that. So, I don't know. Collective. They sending it to me, but it ain't coming here. It's not going to touch nobody that I'm connected to either. So, yo, what kind of spell work involves hopping up and down like the Easter Bunny and pacing back and forth like a psycho, or stomping? What spell work involves that? Let me know. If anybody knows, let me know. Hey, I need to be a little more enlightened. So what type of witchcraft and spell work involves you losing sleep, you never going to sleep because you're trying to curse somebody while they sleeping, hey, and then you jumping up and down, making noise, speaking in some type of tongue. I don't know. What spell work? What kind of spell work is that? Where you expose yourself in what you're doing. You're trying to do spell work on somebody, but you exposing who you are. I don't know. I don't think the devil wants their plan exposed to what they're doing, right? The devil don't want their plan exposed. The devil was trying to get away with what they're trying to get away with, right? So I want to know what kind of I don't know. What kind of cult, coven, witchcraft group is that does spell work and they expose themselves? Look, see the kid yelling now, screaming, stomping. Telling you. Because that's crazy. Because, you know, I mean, if I was doing witchcraft on somebody, right? Why would you? Yeah, they so stupid. It don't even matter. I don't even care because I don't fuck with that shit. I don't do no demonic shit. I don't fuck with the devil shit. So I don't even want to wrap my mind or brain around what kind of practices they do. I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't care. I don't even care. Because at this point, it's like, okay, at this point, do you. Do you. Just know that you are not going to win. It's been over. All these people are doing is digging their grave deeper and bringing their karma faster. Hey, and you're giving me your energy freely. You're giving me your energy freely. So I'm going to take that energy. Yes, thank you. And I'm going to transmute it. And I'm going to transmute it to positivity and manifestations and abundance for me. Since you sending it freely with no problem, you giving me all your energy, you losing sleep, you wasting tons of money, lighting candles, burying me in the ground. I'm a seed. You didn't know. I'm a seed, a mustard seed of faith. I'm that little seed that you think that it's not gonna grow, but it grows because it's being nurtured. It was planted in the right spot. You thought you planted me in the wrong spot, but you planted me right in the right spot. And everything grows in the dark. Because when you put a seed in the ground, it's dark. It doesn't see light. It doesn't see sun until it has roots growing out, that's sprouting out, that it has to sprout out of the ground because it has rooted itself into the ground and now it's sprouting out. So you planted me, I rooted myself, and now I'm growing, bitch. And now you cannot stop this tree from growing. Because there was a hole in the middle of ground, the prettiest hole that you ever see, and the green grass goes around and around, and the green grass goes around and around, and the green grass goes around. And in this hole, there was a tree, the prettiest tree that you ever did see. And the green grass goes around and around, and the green grass goes around. And on this tree, there grew a branch, the prettiest branch that you ever did see. And the tree on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree in the hole in the ground. And the green grass goes around and around, and the green grass goes around. And on this branch, there was a nest, the prettiest nest that you ever did see. And the nest on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree in the hole in the ground where you planted the seed. And the green grass grows all around and around. And in this nest, there was an egg, but not only one egg. There was multiple eggs, because a bitch like me never only plants one egg in a basket. I plant many. I launch many eggs. I produce many eggs. So in this basket, there wasn't one egg. There was many eggs in the basket. You see how the growth happens from the hole in the ground to the tree growing out the hole, from the tree sprouting the branches that grows the leaves and that's able to nest the nest for the birds where they can live and start a family and raise their family. You see what you did? You made me grow, baby. You made me blossom into the tallest tree that's growing fruitfully, that's going to grow many fruits and be able to nest many eggs, many birds with their eggs, and help a lot of families. That's what you did for me. Do you get the metaphor? Because maybe I got to break it down for you and dumb it down for you. That is what you have created. A beautiful fucking tree that's going to forever continue to grow. Because even if you cut down that tree, you know what happens to that tree? It turns into paper. It turns into money. It gets refurbished. It turns into a table, a wood cabinet, a dresser, drawer, a chair for you to sit on, a table for you to eat on. You know what that tree does? That tree transforms itself into another purpose. Do you get the fucking gist of it? Do you get the metaphor? Are you getting with the program? All you're doing is allowing me to grow. You're making me more powerful. You're making me immune to your attacks. You heightening my intuition. And you know what? I want to thank my upstairs neighbors. Because if it wasn't for them poking and poking and poking and being a repeated offender, this is why everybody is exposed. Because if it wasn't for my upstairs neighbor doing some type of spell today that got him haunted, which his haunting or whatever he was doing got interrupted, that shit went to somebody else that was connected to it and exposed somebody else in a whole completely different building and a whole completely different block. So it's literally a neighbor across the way from across the block, from on the other block, because their building is back to mine. So there's somebody that probably got a window that's trying to be, that could used to be able to spy on me and look at my window. Because there was a reading talking about somebody's using binoculars looking through my window. So it makes sense that it's somebody from the other building that's on the other block, because their building is right next to mine, right behind mine. So it's somebody either in one of these floors, the third, the fourth, the fifth, because the building only goes to the fifth floor, or the landlord of that building. It says landlord keeps coming out. Could be the landlord of that building across from me. It could literally mean a landlord. Landlord comes a lot out in my readings. A lot of chattering. Because I'm telling you, nervousness. You're getting nervous. So I thank my upstairs neighbor, because if it wasn't for them being dumb the way they are, nobody would have ever been disposed. But because they kept doing something over and over and over, and then being loud, putting on a show, it's their fault. I want everybody to know, everybody that participated, and because y'all the reasons, and the upstairs neighbor is why everybody got exposed. It's his fault. Because he didn't want to stop. So, and now everybody is paying the consequences. Everybody who participated. Everybody that's still trying to hide their hand. They're getting exposed. Collective. Lord have mercy. I like when people expose themselves when I'm fucking doing a live. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Ay. Collective. If you are going through something, try to collect all the evidence and documents that you can, as much as you can, but don't put too much energy into it either. Don't waste your time doing it either, because that's also feeding into the energy. But get your best shots, basically. Your best recordings. And speak up. It's time to not be afraid, because these people cannot do nothing. This is why they acting the way they acting. This is why they nervous, petrified, doing shit in a rush, being loud about it, exposing themselves. Because they're scared. That's what it's showing. You're not showing that you're somebody to be afraid of. You're not showing somebody that I should be bothered by in any way, shape, or form. You're showing somebody that I should feel sorry for, but I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for demons. I don't have sympathy or empathy for demonic energies. The person whoever the person was, is no longer there. I feel bad and I'm sad for that person, that the person is no longer there. But that's basically the Walking Dead, basically, is what these people are. The person, the avatar that they have inhabited, that person's soul, I'm not going to say it's lost, but it's not there. It's contained. It's trapped. They're not operating. They're no longer a human being. Because I truly believe you can't really sell your soul. You could lose your soul. Your soul can be lost, trapped, confined. But actually selling it, you can't sell something that's actually not yours to sell. Your soul belongs to God. How are you going to sell something that belongs to God? It can be corrupted. It can be tainted. You can lose it. But there are many people that understand that you can gain your soul back. You really can. If a person is truly remorseful and sorry for what they're doing or what they have done, and actually, for real, God knows your heart. If a person is actually remorseful and actually wants fucking forgiveness, they can start to regain their soul back. It's not like they're not going to pay karma. Everybody got to pay karma. Hell, we pay karma. I had to pay my own karma. Everybody pays karma. Nobody's exempt from karma. This is the problem that they don't understand. They think everybody's exempt from karma. No, nobody. Nobody. It's not you, not me, no one. No matter how good or bad you are, no matter how divine or undivine you are, everyone. And people who don't want to pay karma because they know karma are the ones that don't do bad things. Because they know about karma. That's the difference. People, we have done things in our life. I'm not going to sit here and paint myself like I was this pretty princess. No. I would never ever sit here and lie to anybody and say I was the most perfect person in the world. Was I always a good person? Yes. I've always been a good-hearted person, and I've always been a good person. That's one thing that has never changed about me. Even if I have done some stupid little shit in my life. And we're going to call them mistakes. Because that's what they were, mistakes. Being young-minded and stupid. And wanting to fit in and be in the in crowd. And wanting people to like you. You do things. Yeah. Because you want to fit in. Been there, done that. You are a grown adult. Why do you feel the need that you need to fit in with a fucking crowd? I would never, ever, not for no money, not for no fame, ever disrespect my integrity, my morals, my principle, or my body for a fucking come up. To feel important? Never. You supposed to feel that yourself. Not because you got mad money, you got mad bitches or niggas, because you got a mad attention. No. You supposed to love yourself enough to not give a fuck whether you have a crowd or not. That's the difference between you and me. I don't need a fucking crowd. And creeping in a fucking hallway is not going to help you either. Because you're probably one of the people I'm talking about. Perfect example. Creeping in the hallway. Nothing better to do with your life. It's sad. But if I go to that door and I open it, they'll run like Speedy Gonzalez. We live in a fucking sad ass world, yo. This shit is fucking ridiculous, yo. It's a sad world, but we're not supposed to be sad with it. You're supposed to make the best of it. Well, there's too much going on for you to be a participation in the bullshit that's happening. Like, seriously, you already live in a fucking ghetto. How worse can you make it for yourself? Jesus Christ. My goodness. Motherfuckers live in the ghetto. They want to rot in the ghetto. I don't want to rot in the ghetto. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make the ghetto better. That's why motherfuckers treat us the way they treat us. Because your own people turn on your own people. That's why they turn on. It's like, fuck it. Put the drugs in the ghetto. Do this in the ghetto. Because you don't even take care and watch your own people's backs. You shit where you sleep on. You shit where you sleep and you shit on your own people. You shit on your neighbor. You fucking break one of the commandments. You don't love thy neighbor. You be hating on your neighbors. Hard. Niggas corny. They shit where they eat. That's the number one rule in the ghetto. You never, ever shit where you eat. Ever. You never bring the chaos to your home. Y'all idiots. That's why I know this fucking ain't no fucking real. I'm from the fucking real ghetto. Seriously. Because at least if anybody did something wrong to me over there, they waited until I fucking moved. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They didn't do it while I was there. They know better. Well, and then again, I was too young to notice anyway, if they were doing something. My goodness. Go to any spiritual OG, any gangster in the street, a real spiritual OG, a real gangster. A real one. You know what the motherfuckers did for their community? Even though they was bringing the drugs into community, that same drug money that they were destroying the neighborhood with, they were still fixing the neighborhood though. It's kind of fucking redundant, but that's what they used to do. And that's facts. These motherfuckers over here, they destroy shit. There's no fixing community. There's nothing. There's shitty. This area looks so dreary. It's unbelievable. Here we go, another creeper. The other fucking neighbor that got exposed. The other one that was hiding her hand, thinking that she's going to continue to cloak in the energy with the Christmas shit that she got on her door. Thinking, I don't know, that she knows about that voodoo because her ass is Honduran. She ain't no African American. She's Hispanic. Look black. She fooled me. Damn sure did. All y'all bitches, thank the upstairs neighbor. Y'all best friends. The upstairs neighbor, your best friend, right? That motherfucker across from the other building, your best friend, right? That's the one that you wanted to believe. That's the one. That whoever it is, that's probably the main culprit. The one that was wailing. That one. Probably the main one. Y'all wanted to join. Y'all wanted to believe. Y'all all wicked. Y'all, one person turned y'all all into wicked people. Unless y'all were already wicked before I even got here. Mind you, I've been here 15 years. So that's a question to ask. That's a question to think about. Were these people always wicked people? I've been here a little minute. I've been here a decade and a half. A decade and a half. That sounds like a long time saying it like that. But I've been here 15 years. We're going on 16 years. Have they always been wicked people? Or were they manipulated into being wicked people? That's the real question. Because I ain't never had no problems until my upstairs neighbors moved upstairs from me. And I ain't ever had no issues with nobody. Ever. Until they moved upstairs. 2019. June. Because that's when I remember. June. Summertime. Because that's when shit started getting real loud. That I started noticing shit. June 2019 is the first complaint I ever gave on my upstairs neighbor. That's why I remember it. I don't know exactly when they moved. But June 2019 is the first complaint. That's when the first complaint started happening. You gonna take your crackhead ass with that shit that you're doing when you pass my floor and take it right with you. Because we already know you about to go upstairs and knock upstairs on that door. When I tell you I can't stand these bitches. I really can't stand them. Watch, he's going to the upstairs neighbor. Watch. Fucking crackhead ass motherfuckers. These so crackhead addict ass motherfuckers. All of them. Again, I just want to thank my upstairs neighbors. I appreciate y'all. Because if it wasn't for you, with the constant attacking, Whether you were doing it loudly or quietly, I know that you were doing it ritualistically. I know that you were doing it all day and every day. You were doing it while I was cooking. You do it while I sleep. You do it when I use the bathroom. You do it when I take a shower. You do it when I'm sitting here just minding my business. You think I'm quiet. You do it all day. You spend all day doing spell work. So because of you poking and poking and poking and poking and poking it over, you have made me immune. You know what immune is? Immune to your attacks, to all attacks, to any attacks, to any attack that you can think of that you have. Cause I think they have done about every spell that they could possibly do on me, and nothing has actually worked the way they want it to work. So, we're not gonna say some of this shit wasn't hitting. My teeth is fucked up because of it. I had all my teeth before this. My teeth is fucked up because of this. I'm going to blame myself for smoking all this marijuana and cigarettes and nicotine. Because the marijuana that I smoke, is the wrap that I smoke still has nicotine in it. And nicotine fucks your teeth up. And I'm rolling with it, so I'm putting my saliva in my teeth. So I don't blame this spell work. I blame the fucking marijuana wrap that I use for fucking up my mouth. For me eating crab legs, like my teeth are fucking, like if my teeth ain't shit. That's why I really lost my fucking tooth. Fucking eating crab leg and biting that shit without the utensil, without the tool, using my teeth to do it. That's why most of my teeth are cracked, to be honest with you. So that's my fault, actually. So I don't give them credit. But I know they were doing shit to cause me something to happen to my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably how it manifested, you know? 11:11 on the clock as I see on my stove. So, you know, I'm not going to say certain things didn't hit, but it's not hitting the way they wanted to. You were trying to destroy my beauty and make me feel unconfident. But a bitch, I sit here and I remove this tooth right here on camera, a smile for you, and still feel like the confident bitch that I am. Because eventually everybody's going to lose their teeth when they get older. I just started early. I'm not embarrassed about my aging. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed. It took me a long time to be confident in myself. I was a person that was very insecure about my weight, about every single thing about me. I was insecure. I am 43 going on 44. There's no longer for me to insecure. You either gonna love me the way I am or not. You're gonna love me with my rolls. You're gonna love me with my spots. You're gonna love me or leave me. It is what it is. I am not gonna be embarrassed about myself. Hell no. It took me a long time to love the skin that I am in. And I love the skin that I am in. I may still have a little flaws that I'm still uncomfortable with, but it is what it is. It don't bother me. It don't break me. It don't stop me from being the confident person that I am. I suffer from alopecia. I've been suffering from alopecia since the age of 16. I've had a hair problem, and I've been having to deal with a hair problem and get around that hair problem since the age of 16. Now I don't care. I freely talk about it. Why? Because I'm not the only one that has gone through it. I'm not the only one that suffers from it. Stress causes alopecia. I've been stressed for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all doing all this to try to get me to be unmotivated, to think less of myself. It's not going to work. I'm trying to tell you that it's not going to work. I don't think you understand when I tell you I love myself. I love myself. What don't you understand? 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 There's nothing that you could possibly do to stop me from loving myself. There's nothing that you can possibly do to stop me from believing in the Most High. There's nothing that you can possibly do that's going to stop me on my forward movement. No spell, no hex, no curse, no you harassing me, no you jumping up and down, no you doing nothing, no you following me in the street, now you putting cameras on your fucking door to watch every fucking movement I make in and out of this building. I don't understand what you are not getting. Stop playing in my energy. Stop playing with people's lives like you got it like that. And then you wonder why you're panicking and going through all this shit that you're going through. Going extra. Being demonic. Calling on demons, demonic energy. For what? To lose. You embarrassing yourself. That's what you're doing. You're making a fool of yourself. And everybody that participated are fools. Because you really thought that you can target my life. Take my life. Like if you are God himself. When you're just a piece of shit in the middle of the street that a dog leaves. That's what you are. A pala mierda en el fucking calle de un fucking perro. You lost. It's over. Leave me alone. And leave everybody else alone that you fucking with. Leave people alone. Mind your business. Go heal yourself. Go do something else. Because you laughing. Y'all want to laugh. Especially these bitches upstairs. They want to laugh like it's funny, but they was just being haunted. And then want to, what you laughing at? When you really scared. Fucking scared. Terrified. You wouldn't be going crazy the way you're going crazy if you wasn't scared. All you showing me is that you're scared. I'm done talking. I'm saying what I'm saying. They're not going to listen. But there's other people that hear me. And there's other people that's listening. This is why I talk loud. Because maybe I'm going to save somebody else from the bullshit. You know? Just maybe. Just maybe. You never know. Make them realize how fucking precious life is to live, to breathe, to smell, to taste, to hear. If you're still able to see, smell, taste, hear, and walk, you are a blessed motherfucker. There are a lot of people that are blind. There are a lot of people that are deaf. There are a lot of people that have no legs. There are a lot of people who can't even taste shit. There are a lot of people who haven't had the experience that you have. And you have taken your life for granted. Completely taken your life for granted. And you got motherfuckers out here that got no eyes to see this little girl that always pops up in the video feed. She getting herself a little famous. The little girl knows how to ride a bike. She knows how to cook. And she's blind. And she's the most positive black little girl that you could see. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? God made her blind so she would not see the ugliness and the ugly people in this world. Because I think if that little girl would have saw the ugliness and the nastiness in this world, I think that little girl would have broke. But because that girl is blind, she is unable to see the ugly people and the ugliness in the world. And that her mother did a good job with that little girl. That mama should be proud that she raised a beautiful young lady and that she's going to grow up to be the most positive person and be a spokeswoman for the blind, because I feel like that's what that little girl is going to be. You got blind people achieving greatness. You got handicapped people achieving greatness. You got people, I don't know what the word is called. I don't want to say retarded because that's not the word they are, but what's the word? Down syndrome. You got people with Down syndrome who are movie stars, who are actors and actresses, who are content creators, who are motivational speakers. There's a video that I came across on a pastor, a preacher, who has cerebral palsy. And he was called to preach. And he told the God, how am I going to be a preacher if I have cerebral palsy? Nobody's going to understand me. And he was called to preach, and he's a preacher now. Everybody always want to make an excuse for their fucking life of why they do this and why do that. But you got motherfuckers that got sicknesses, that got handicaps, and that are achieving greatness. And you telling me that you have 2 eyes, 2 ears, a mouth, 2 legs, and you can't achieve shit but trying to kill somebody? You gotta be fucking kidding me. You have no handicap whatsoever. And you telling me that you putting all your energy to try to destroy somebody else. When there's motherfuckers that don't got shit less than you, are blind, are deaf. You got to be kidding me. So you decided you're going to go turn to the devil because life is not fair. Life hasn't been fair for a lot of people. So you do dark shit to take from others. Because life hasn't been fair to you. Really? Go tell that to the blind little girl, the deaf little boy, the handicap, the people with Down syndrome, how life hasn't been fair to you. How it's been so hard for you. Go tell that to the parents that have autistic children. Go tell that how her life has been hard for you. Go ahead. Life is unfair. So you decided you're going to take from another individual and hurt and harm the next individual and unalive or try to unalive the next individual. Because life is not fair. Life did you wrong. Go tell that to somebody else that's living in a worse situation and have the worst upbringing than you, that don't have eyes to see, ears to hear, legs to walk. Y'all are adults. Y'all are adults. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed. The nerve. The audacity to walk around like life was unfair to you. That make you want to do what you do. Confirmation. The nerve. I'm done saying what the fuck I had to say. The nerve. The nerve. For shit like this, I'll fucking go ronca and lose my voice. Yes, I will. For this, I'll scream and shout. Yes, I will. I'm done, collective. I wanted to record myself because I would normally do this without even being on camera. I would literally talk to these people the way I'm talking to them like now, off camera. But I want to make sure I recorded myself. Because there was shit to record. So, I got motherfuckers incriminating themselves. The synchronicities of things happening in the video. Yeah. You play with the dark is going to play with you. Peace out, collective.